In this section, let's talk about what is an asset and what is a liability. To put it in very simple terms, asset is something which generates money and puts it into your pocket, whereas liability is something which takes money out of your pocket. Let's look at some examples so that you can understand this concept a little bit better. Let's say you're buying an iPhone and you're trying to use it for two different purposes. One, you bought an iPhone and you're trying to use it for your content creation, where you're using it for creating videos, putting it in YouTube, and starting to generate money. Or you're using your iPhone to play video games in a competition and you're generating some competition money. So now this phone is generating money and putting it into your pocket. Now this becomes an asset. The same when you're using it as a phone for your personal use, then you're just calling your family using WhatsApp, looking at video content in YouTube, then it is not generating any money, but all that it has done is it has taken the money out of your pocket to buy the phone. Now, in this case, it becomes a liability. Now, let's talk about another example, gold. So, gold, when you invest money into it, over a period of time, it generates value. So for an example, if you invested last year a particular amount, now it has grown up to 59,000 rupees. In the last year alone, it has generated almost 17% of returns. So it's a lot of money that the gold is generating. So over a period of time, it is generating wealth for you. So now gold becomes an asset. And that's why we love investing in gold. Let's look at another example where we are buying a property, a house. So let's say I bought a house for around 1.5 crores, and as a down payment, I'm paying the bank 50 lakh rupees and taking a debt, which is a loan amount of 1 crore rupees. Now the bank expects me to pay around 83,000 rupees every month because they have given me an initial amount. Now, if I use the property, the house, to be rented, and if I've generated around 85,000 rupees every month, then the house is actually repaying the interest of 83,000 rupees. On top of it, it is putting 2,000 rupees into my pocket. Now the house becomes an asset. Let's say the same house, I use it for me and my family to be living over there so that we could have a very comfortable life, right? In this scenario, the house is not generating any money. Rather, it has taken the money out of my pocket because I have to pay 83,000 rupees, which is the interest amount every month from my pocket. Now, in this scenario, the house becomes a liability. To summarize everything, asset is something which generates a positive cash flow because it is generating money and putting money into my pocket. So it is an income. Whereas liability is something which generates a negative cash flow because it takes money out of my pocket and it's an expense. So now overall, when you have an income and an expense, the final amount that is there in your pocket is the net profit that you've realized. Hope this video explains you about the asset and liability concepts very clearly.